Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make shrimp tamales, and I'm going to be making them out of Maseca. Maseca is an instant corn masa that's super easy to work with. It's less work than the regular tamales. So I hope you guys are excited for this recipe because I know Cloud is. It's one of her favorites. So let's get started. Yeah! Before we begin this delicious recipe, I want to let you guys know that I do have a few of the tamal videos and they're made with regular masa. So if you guys need a tutorial, a step-by-step, make sure you're looking for Views Tamales, Views Beef Tamales, Views Corn Tamales, and that should link you straight to it. If not, you can look in the description area and I'll make sure to put the links at the end of the video. You just see the picture, click on it, and it's going to send you to that video. I currently have my pan on a medium heat and I'm going to drizzle just a little bit, not too much of oil. I'm gonna add my butter, garlic, my roasted Poblano pepper, shrimp, and heavy whipping cream. Ooh, nice. Smells good already.
Yes, it does.
We're gonna add our tomatillo. And if you have an allergy, you can keep it out. This is still as delicious with or without. Once you add your tomatillo, you don't want to cook this longer than 1.5 to 2 minutes max. We're just waiting for the colors in our shrimp to change, okay? I'm gonna add my salt. So make sure you're helping your shrimp out. If you see some that have already turned the pink orangey color, turn it. If you see some that are gray, just turn them over just a little bit. We just want that initial cook for our shrimp, okay? And some of you are gonna say that I already overcooked my shrimp. Don't start. Make it comfortable.
The reason why you have to cook it before? Oh, sorry, sis. What's the reason you have to cook it before?
You want to start like the cooking process because the shrimp release a lot of liquid when you cook them, and you don't want it to be released into your tamal when it's super. It'll get super soggy and it'll change the consistency of your tamal, especially if you're making them with maseca. Okay.
Got it.
I think we're good. I don't see any gray in the shrimp. They're all cooked. Turn it off. So that shouldn't take you any more than like a minute or two. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this on a little bowl so that we can get started on preparing and filling our tamales. Thanks to your lovely suggestions that you don't have access to corn masa wherever your location is, I decided today to go with regular instant Maseca masa, corn masa. Yes? Okay, I know you guys are going to see some that say tamales. The reason I went with this regular one that I use to make tortillas is because I know that everybody can have access to this because we added it to our Amazon storefront. So I know I've seen it at Target, Walmart, grocery stores, and even like little corner shops. Whenever I've traveled, I've been able to find this. So I hope this recipe is super simple for you guys and that you enjoy it. Another thing that I want to let you guys know is that the bouillon that I'm using to season is shrimp bouillon. Okay, this is what I'm using. Now that I've said that, let's get close so I can teach you how to make this masa. What we're gonna need is we're gonna need our maseca, our instant corn masa flour. I like saying masa if you guys haven't been able to tell. This ingredient is optional. I had some dehydrated shrimp, and you can find them in the Mexican aisle with all the spices. They usually have a little bag of shrimp. All I did was I used my coffee grinder to finely grind this delicious shrimpy.
It's dried shrimp.
Dry. Am I doing baby talk?
Because you're gonna feed it to me. Sometimes it comes with a packet of like hot sauce.
Yes, it does.
To add the lemon.
Yep, you can find that one in the little snack. Just don't use a hot sauce. Also, if you go to a Mexican market, you can find it in a more powder form. You can use that one as well. But today, we're gonna be using this one. Now that I've said that, I'm using butter shortening. You can use shortening. You can use lard. You can use oil. You can make it comfortable for your home, friends. You know how I do it. Make sure that if you're using shortening or lard, you melt it before you add it, or else you're gonna end up with like some really nasty bumps in here. And we don't want our tamales to do that. So I've melted it. It's warm, not too hot. I don't want you to burn yourself. Okay? Add that in. And you guys already know what I do. I squeeze. So in some hot water, in the water portion that I have, I added my shrimp bouillon. Yeah? You with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, I don't want you guys to fall asleep.
No, I'm wide awake, girl.
You guys like to eat tamales, but you don't like to make them. Hey, I get it. So go ahead and start adding your water gradually. I'm gonna add about a cup, and then I'll go from there. And then if you're using warm water, this will just soften up so nicely. Woo! So make sure you're using warm water.
Oh, warm water to melt down the bouillon?
Yeah, to make sure that it gives you a nice little broth, and also it's gonna help you with this particular flour. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. It's kind of like salt when you add the water to this. You don't want to overdo it, but you definitely need it. So take your time. Thank you all for joining me on our beef tamal video. If you guys are making that video, know that that recipe is good for chicken. It's good for pork and beef. Or if you just want to make it out of potatoes or your veggies, it's a really good recipe. I'll link it in the description for you.
We have a lot of smart chefs on our channel because they say, oh yeah, you know, my grandma, my mom, my tia make them a certain way, but I'm going to give your recipe a try.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like when people do that because it just means that you're trying to like perfect your recipe, and you're not opposed that if you find one that's a little bit better, you're going to stick to that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Yeah.
But I really did my best to keep my grandmother and my mother's recipe alive without having to cut a corner or make it too easy and get more views. You know what I mean? That's not what it was about for that particular recipe.
Yeah.
I think it was important for a lot of people to see that there's a whole dynamic when you're making tamales with your family. Oh, yeah,
by hand and not the mixer?
If you guys see me all dirty, you know what's up.
I want them to see how beautiful you look.
You don't need to see
Ooh.
my masa chest.
You look sexy.
Don't get scared when it gets gooey like this, okay?
That's like when a man comes home with his mechanic hands or his hardworking like smell. That's what that masa is on your shirt.
It really is. Friends, I'm gonna tell you, don't stress yourself over the holidays. I know that they create a lot of family drama. If you guys are getting involved in family drama, just stay at home. Miss out on the holidays if you need to. Spend it with your immediate family. Don't stress yourself. Don't stress anybody else, and you'll see everybody after the holidays.
Well, another tip too, I think that's a good one. Just take a baked good the day before the party and give your best and say that you won't be able to make the gathering, but you brought something for others to enjoy.
Yeah, because I get a lot of friends during the holiday messaging me like about family issues and things, and sometimes you can barely deal being in your own skin. So you got to keep yourself safe, love yourself, and you know, everybody else knows how to tame themselves. Or if they don't, they need to figure it out.
That's such good advice. Love yourself.
All right. Looking very smooth for me here.
Nice.
Look at that. You guys like that? All right. Now that I did that, I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp.
The dried shrimp.
Thank you for all your guys' help. Thank you for those of you that are in the old recipes, writing down the ingredients. Bless your hearts.
Oh my goodness.
Mama's doing what she can.
I feel like that stain really makes your look come together though. I feel like if you change it, it's gonna...
You think it's a thing? I should start a thing with my shirts like that.
That's right. She's making her own soccer ball. Can you tell us how you know when this masa is ready?
Yes, it's going to be a little bit difficult if you guys are not familiar with this. So I suggest before you make the tamales, I'm going to leave my recipe for the tortillas so you can kind of start learning the process of how to work with this particular instant corn flour. Okay, so I feel like my hands, you see them, they're a little bit wet.
Yes.
And you can, I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I touch the masa, it has moisture in it. It's completely hydrated, you know? So the measurement that I gave you is excellent, but depending on your region, high altitude, low altitude, you're in the desert, you're in a moist area. Is that what you say?
Yeah,
humid area?
Humid.
It might change things. So that's why I ask you guys to add your liquid gradually, but at the end when you make it and you feel it's right but just a little dry, all you need to do is add like maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons at a time. Like maybe start with 1 and then mix it until you get it.
It's like a soft Play-Doh.
Yeah. It's like aguadita. How do you say it? A little loose?
Loose.
Like I can see the shiny parts from the lard and I can see that it's completely hydrated. You see that?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you open it up, it kind of looks... what was that magic sand they used to have?
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks a little bit like that. But then when you press it, right?
It holds its shape.
It's holding its shape. And if you don't have enough moisture in here, your tamales are going to be like, I know what happened. You'll still be okay. So let me clear up here so that I can set up so we can get started on filling our tamales. Okay friends, before we begin, I want to let you guys know that your corn husk that you're going to be using is the one that's dry, okay? I bought the premium ones. If you're not buying premium ones, which are pretty much like the royal, like upper grade corn husk, then you're going to have to wash and rinse yours, okay? But what I did with mine, since they are the premium ones, I put them in here before I started everything with some boiling water, and it's just been sitting here. If you guys want to take a look.
We thought you'd never ask.
They've been soaking in here. So these still need a little bit more soaking, so they'll just be down there. Just like that. Start washing. Make sure I separate this one.
Oh, you mean on a washboard? Good looking out, friend.
Yeah, you guys had our back on that one. We were too busy making some tamales.
No, girl, I only knew how to say it in Spanish.
I'm like, ¿qué es esto? It's from the corn husk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of like the hair that comes out. See?
Save it for our tea.
I don't think so. Not that one. We need like a lot more.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so now that I showed you the corn husk, I'm gonna dry a few of them on my cloth over here. And I'm sorry guys, I don't do it like my mom. That's...
You mean to beat them?
Yeah, I don't. I like to do my things a little different.
That's a good thing sometimes. That way you're not splashing your guests with water.
Yeah. And
but you know, grandmas, they love to have fun.
Grandmas all have their own way of doing things,
yes,
right?
Yes, they do.
So I'm only gonna take like maybe 4 or 5 at a time, and then I'll continue that way so that they don't get dried while they're waiting. Okay?
Girl, I want your secret for your kitchen towels. Look at how pristine they are.
It's called Cleaning Cloud.
Well, girl, I do too, but those are like next level, like they're intact.
I know, they wash well, and yeah,
Very nice.
I like them. You guys are interested, Amazon storefront. We put everything we can for you guys.
I'm actually gonna get some.
There we go. Lleva tienes de aquí, mija. I have a lot.
I like them.
You wanna contribute? Okay, friends, this is what I'm going to use to steam my tamales. If you guys want to see how I do this, I do have it on our beef tamal video, and it goes into details. You guys can just skip on over for this part if you need it, or you can watch the whole recipe. It's going to be up to you. The only thing different that I did for this one is that I stabbed it with a little bit of a fork because it's a smaller pot and I need more little steam holes, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and add my water. That's about 1.5 cups, okay? And we want to lay our tamales over the foil, not into the water. I know you guys recommended that I use a little bowl in the center and do that stuff, but the rattling from the noise that comes through, I can't do that. I do have a child that's on the spectrum. He does have autism, and any extra certain sounds don't go well for us for that day. So this is what I've resourced to, and it works perfectly for me. I would say make it comfortable for your home. You got a steamer, go for it. Okay, so what I have here is I have some cheese. I'm using queso Oaxaca. You can use mozzarella, Munster, just any melty cheese will work with this particular recipe. Okay, so let me put that over there. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. Lay it on the palm of your hands. And your scoop of masa is gonna depend on the size of your corn husk. Like this is a small one. I think we have 3 to 4 tablespoons in here, okay? And all you wanna do is flatten it out, because you'll see with this masa, you have to really wet it in order to get the consistency you want to smear it. And if you wet it too much, you're gonna get like an overly soft mush. And if you like that, go for it. But for me, I find that this one is better when you press it just like that. It's kind of like Play-Doh, it's more fun. So make sure you keep your hands clean. You know. Keep that inch there. Ooh, and you just want to give it a good press all the way. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys if you smear it what happens. Okay? Now with the regular masa, there's no way you can do this, you know? Mm-hmm. See, it starts lifting it.
It almost crumbles too when you
Yeah, it does. And you'll get that too, depending on what oil you're using or shortening, you will get like those results and you will have no idea why it's doing it. But for me, I feel that it works best when I use my hands. So, don't get scared, friends. Press that in nice over here and tuck tight. Okay.
Are you gonna put cheese in that one or no?
Ooh, Cloud. I think I can still squeeze it in, girl. Yes? Mm-hmm. Sneak it in there.
Ooh, I can see some of the sauce from the shrimp in there.
Yeah, it's...
Looks so good.
See, I just saved that fold. There we go. Turn it over. Just like this. And we're gonna place it in right about there. You can make these as big or as thin as you want, okay? Because if you end up doing the whole spoon thing, and with the texture that I'm giving you, you're gonna be here a while. But if you like that spoon method that my mom uses, go for it. You see? Make sure you guys are getting the edges. The baby ones.
I'm intrigued.
Are you? Okay. So let's go again. See, the other leaves we were getting are a little bit shorter. So you just have to adjust your measurement. This is the other way we can do it. Ready? We can do this one kind of how we did the corn tamales. But with this one, just give it more of a groove right here, okay? Did I put cheese in the other one? I forgot.
I'm okay if you put the cheese closer to me. I'll hand it to you.
See, that's the thing with this one. It's very much like Play-Doh. You can seal it however you need to, so nothing comes out. So yeah, this will allow you to shape it up and find your groove just like that. Let's go ahead and do one more how I like it. Look at it. We're gonna make it easy because I know I have a lot of ladies that are single parents. You guys want to make tamales for your family, but it's just a nightmare sometimes. I get it.
It really does take a village to raise these kids.
Yeah. So if you guys have any family members that are single parents doing their thing, don't forget to come together to help them have a day off. You know? Might be a little bit of work, but you guys got to help each other out.
No, really, you just got to think about it like I don't do this 24/7, so me doing it for a day or a couple hours is
Not that big of a
not
deal.
that big of a deal.
Okay. I like this method for this.
The cheese!
Ah, the cheese.
I went on a megaphone for that one.
You did. You wanted that cheese in here. So I like this method. Folding it, cupping it. Okay. I'm going to release the juice back in there. Kind of help you seal it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just depends on what filling you're using, right? That's going to give you certain things. So I guess these are kind of cool because they kind of help you make them perfect. So you can, exactly how you place them, that's how they're going to come out. So let's put them in a little tighter. It's like I'm petting the corn husk. Oh, you're so lovely. Did we seal over here? Yep. We're set. I'm going to keep placing them up like this, and I'll see you guys shortly when it's time to steam. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring our pot to a boil. Once you have it on a boil, you're going to put it on low heat. You're going to put a lid over it, and these should be ready in 25 to 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys then. Let's check our babies. Yes. You know, that's what I like about the Maseca, that no matter what you do, you're going to get the grooves that make it look perfect. Now, if you didn't do the work with the regular masa, that's not going to happen. So, look at that beauty. Ready to look into it? Who's ready for that peek? Oh. Doesn't that cheese just make you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to taste the part that has the shrimp and everything together. I'm going to go in for it. And these are very soft. They're definitely smooth. Ooh. Girl, get over here and get a taste. This is amazing.
Maybe a small bite because it looks like it's boiling.
No, you got this. You're gonna take a big, nice, delicious bite, Cloud.
Mm-hmm. Mmm. That's really good.
All right, friends, there you have it. Let me come over here so that I can show you that the masa is fully cooked. It's been steamed. Because I think that's where you get the curiosity. We all know we can mold it and make it look pretty, but I want you guys to know that the masa is fully seasoned, cooked. And make sure your content is perfect on your masa, or else you're going to be eating a bland pile of nothing. That's really important.
With the Maseca, you really do have to focus on seasoning.
Yeah, because your fillings, you can fill it with whatever you want. You can even put pizza in here. Granted, you're going to get a lot of hate for that. So just make sure you're seasoning your masa accordingly. I gave you a few extra examples in the description area of what I enjoy doing. I wanted this recipe to be for my friends that don't eat any chicken, beef, or pork. That's why I kept my seasoning to make it comfortable for your home. So yeah, this is amazing. Well, friends, there you have it. That's how I make shrimp tamales with maseca. I hope you enjoyed making this recipe with me. And on that one, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios.